Hello everyone and welcome back to another Hookster Talks. And I'm just looking in my comment section on my last video, and unfortunately no one predicted the correct top 3 for Baku, which is pretty much inevitable considering what happened during that race. Wowzers mid-trousers is all I can say. What a time it is to be a Formula 1 fan in general, and especially that last race at Baku. Well, to start with, of course, we've got Christian Horner and Toto Wolff. Fisticuffs at dawn it is. Fisticuffs at dawn. We had Toto Wolff telling the TV people that Christian Horner was an old windbag who just loves to be in front of the TV. Ooh! Handbags out, ladies. Handbags out. Maybe they can have a pretend fight like Logan Paul and Merriweather. And then maybe they can have Jerry Halliwell as the referee. If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Or maybe not. So yes, Toto's been complaining once again about the rear wings on the Red Bull. And now Christian Horner has hit back and said, well mate, if you want to go down that road and complain about our rear wings, maybe we'll complain about your front wings as well. How about that, sunshine, eh? How about that? Come on, fight me. It's all kicking off and it all looks very schoolyard, I have to say. Very, very schoolyard indeed. But it's great to see, absolutely great to see what will happen. And I have heard, in fact, that Toto has now withdrawn his request to complain about the rear wings. Yes, he's withdrawn it now, so I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what is going on. But wowzers, what a race that was at Baku. It started pretty boring, I have to say, and towards even the middle of the race it was still pretty much boring, but then wowzers, it exploded. Yes, exploded into whatever. First we had Lance Stroll, of course, with his tyre failure. Wow, that was a really nasty crash, I have to say. He went straight into that barrier as well, and I was very concerned for a moment that he was okay because he was very still in that car, but thankfully Lance Stroll was fine. But then, of course, we had the even bigger news, which was Maxi boy Verstappen getting his tyre explode as well. And that was it. Race over for Max. And of course, he was in the lead of the Grand Prix. So no points for Maxi boy. But then, of course, we had the red flag come out. Yes, the red flag come out. And the race restarted with just a few more laps to go. And then Lulu binned it into turn 1. No. A nation wept. And no, they cheered, actually. They cheered. Yes, apparently he hit a button which turned off his rear brakes. Yes, in other words, it's called the "I'm a stupid cunt" button. Yes, that one. It's especially written on his steering wheel now. "I am a stupid cunt" button. Don't press me. So, oh dear, Lulu went flying off into the boondocks and he was gone. So no points for Lulu and no points for Maxi boy as well. Oh dear. Of course, this is not the first time we've had controversy about tyres in Formula 1. Who can remember 2005, that fateful Grand Prix in the USA, when only 6 cars started on the grid because Michelin could not guarantee that their tyres would not blow up. They couldn't guarantee it. So they had to withdraw basically from the event, which left only the Bridgestone runners, which of course one of those teams was Ferrari, to actually start the race. And Jordan was there as well, and the Minardis, yes, and the Minardis, who I think scored some points because there was only 6 runners, so well done to Minardi. And it was just a total farce. Yes, a total farce. And in fact, actually withdrew from going to the USA Grand Prix for quite a few years after that, especially as a lot of the spectators were out there throwing beer bottles onto the track as they were going past, because it was just an absolute scene. It really was back in 2005. An absolute scene. Of course, wasn't helped by the fact that the tyres had to go the full distance anyway because there was no tyre changes in 2005. Another rule which I think was absolutely ridiculous and stupid, and thankfully they got rid of for 2006 because I just didn't see the point of it. They were trying to save money, so save money by compromising on danger. Yes, on safety and danger by having tyres that had to last the whole of the Grand Prix. And who remembers, of course, Kimi Raikkonen with that tyre blow up? Yes. Anyway, thankfully for 2006 that was changed and there was tyre changes once more, which was great to see, and great to see in the video games as well, because F105 was a bit boring, just pressing quite a few buttons instead of the usual like manic 20 buttons you had to press to get the tyres changed as well. Yes, so well done. Anyway, Pirelli have now said that it was likely that debris was on the circuit. That's the reason for both the tyre blowouts, apparently. I know that Red Bull reported back to one of the bosses at the FIA saying that there was absolutely zero warning before Max's tyre gave out, which is a little bit concerning. But there you go. So there you go. That was the Baku Grand Prix. Fantastic. Now, of course, there are now some concerns about some of the races. Now, here's how I understand it, because I was reading about this the other day, and that is that last year in the championship, some of these sort of funny racetracks that we went to, like Mugello and places like that, they were actually given incentives by Formula One, in other words, extra cash to go to these circuits. So that's why they were on the calendar. Now, unfortunately, in this year's calendar, that money is now off the table. So there is no incentives for them to go to other races if some get cancelled. So basically all they've got on the calendar is the venues that are already on the calendar. So they can't go anywhere else. No, there was supposed to be Turkey, but that's now been cancelled as well. And so that's basically it. So if any of these future races get cancelled, they've got to either juggle the calendar around or maybe go twice or even 3 times to make up the calendar for 2021. Now, of course, they only need 8 races to make up a full season, and that's classed as a full season, but they need 15 races, yes, 15 races before everyone in the TV companies gets paid. So, of course, there's no chance that it's going to be less than 15 races for this season, yes. So that's going to be a good thing, obviously, for Formula One fans. So, yeah, but what's going to happen with the calendar, I don't know. And unfortunately, I've just been reading that cases are now on the rise again. For the COVID, yeah, they're rising in the UK anyway. So this could all be, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. We could get, I don't know, three races at one venue. It could happen. It could happen if some of these others drop out. Of course, Singapore's now been cancelled, so it's not looking good. So how many races do you think we'll have in 2021? Well, I'm pretty sure we will get a maximum of 20. If it's a really bad sort of situation later on, it could end up as 19. But I'm pretty sure we'll get at least 19 races for the whole of the 2021 season. So it's not going to be too bad. Of course, don't forget 17 races in last year's championship. And that was a complete cluster and didn't even start until July. So they've still got plenty of time to get the races in. But I really don't think we're going to get 23 races this year. I think, in fact, it would be a miracle to get 23 races this year. I just can't see it. I really can't. The way things are going right now. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always. Don't leave your predictions for the next race in this video, because of course there's a break now before the next one, and then in the next video then you can leave your predictions for the next race, which of course is the French Grand Prix. Oh mon dieu, not France, please. Everyone hates that circuit. It's just horrible. Horrible. Bin it. That's what you want to get rid of, that circuit. It's just, it's absolute rank. Anyway, that's it from Hookster Talks. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome as always. I'm off now to see that boxing match between Toto Wolff and Christian Horner. Yes. Not really because I want to see both of those fighting. I just want to see Jerry Halliwell as the referee. Hopefully in something nice and short, you know. In the skirt department. Yes. Jerry Halliwell. Anyway, thanks everyone. I was just having a flashback to the 90s there for a moment. Just having a flashback to the 90s. Thanks everyone for watching. And I'll be back in another video coming up pretty soon. Thank you and good night.